So one thing I've been wanting to talk about for a while are the changes to the structure of the World Cup starting in the next World Cup 2027 in Australia. Is it a better format? Now, I'm going to go through what I think about this, the structure, an example draw maybe of what we might see in 2027. And first and foremost, what are the headlines? Well, it's an increase in the number of teams just participating from 20 to 24. Instead of 4 pools of 5 teams, we have 6 pools of 4 teams. And that window for the World Cup is reduced by a week from 7 to 6 because of less pool matches and scheduling there. Top 2 places from each pool qualify, plus 4 qualifiers of the best 3rd place finishes, and they add in another knockout round, a round of 16 matches. So less pool matches, more knockout rounds, more teams, more pools. Now, qualifying, well, that's going to be finalised following the 2023 review, but it looks like it's going to be 12 automatic qualifiers. They'd probably be in. That means 12 more spots up for grabs, and World Rugby are going to say they're going to make the draw as late as possible in order to reflect the world order at the time. Obviously, they did it a lot too early this time. We know that. Is that going to reduce the stress on the players having one less week? Well, maybe, unless it's filled with something else. Will they get some more rest after the World Cup? We'll see, but certainly World Rugby talk about player welfare being a positive. More teams involved? Well, that sounds more inclusive, certainly. Is it going to be easier for big teams to qualify for the knockouts? Well, yeah, I think so. I'm going to show you an example in a minute. But also it should mean more chances for smaller teams to make the knockouts. And a cup competition by its nature is meant to be a knockout format. So actually, the pools are just a way of getting more teams in there. So if you can get more knockout games where winner takes all, well, that's the excitement of a cup. Is it better? Well, like I said, yes, but in my opinion, what do you guys think? So as for an example draw, let's just say for sake of argument that the next 12 qualifiers are just the 12 from the world rankings as they are now. I'm sure it's not going to be, but anyway, let's say that. Now the top 6 seeds, they go into separate pools, but obviously the host would automatically go in as well. So that mucks it up a bit. But anyway, maybe it would look a little bit like this. I've done a random draw to work out the rest of the places, like the draw for the World Cup. So these are a possible way that the pools could go. 6 pools, A to F. Australia, Argentina, Tonga, Canada, South Africa, Scotland, Portugal, Hong Kong, Ireland, Italy, Samoa, Romania, New Zealand, Fiji, Georgia, Namibia, France, Japan, Uruguay, Chile, and England with Wales, and the USA and Spain. So that would result in a round of 16 looking a bit like this. So straight away we can see there are more smaller nations in there in a knockout round, more chances for a smaller nation to get into the final stages. Is it going to be a little bit more one-sided in those last 16? Well, maybe, but it definitely keeps the pool more interesting as there's more places up for grabs for qualifying if you have 4 third places as well. But as you know, I'm a sucker for these sorts of changes. I think it's exciting. More knockout games, more smaller nations, more chances for upsets. I like it. I like it a lot. But let me know what you guys think. Do you have some reservations? I'm sure you've thought of things I haven't. Comments below, and I'll catch you next time.